Brothers, my name is Tyler Boisvert. I am the Executive Director of Zeta Psi Fraternity and the Associate Executive Director of Zeta Psi Educational Foundation. I'm sending you an end of November message and an end of semester message this year via video. I think it's very interesting to take a look at what the International Brotherhood truly means at Zeta Psi in this trying time of a global pandemic. The month of November has had me reflecting through American Thanksgiving about what I am truly thankful for. And one of the things I'm truly thankful for is I am thankful for those individuals who really truly understand the International Brotherhood. So for Canadian Thanksgiving a month ago and the US Thanksgiving, I'm asking everybody to reach out to 3 to 5 brothers and just check in on them. Just check in on seeing how they're doing. Check in to see if life is going to plan, if there is anything that we can do for each other. I think there's power in what our brotherhood stands for. I now want to bring to your attention what the organization has been struggling with of what's been a trying semester for our undergraduates. They've been trying to answer a single question, which is what value are they providing to their membership? The Zeta Psi staff has been hard at work trying to work with each one of our active chapters, of which we have 51 in 5 countries: the United States, Canada, England, Ireland, and France. We also have an interest group at DERE, the American College of Greece in Athens, Greece, which would be a new country for us. And we have a colony at the London School of Economics and Imperial College London. And so while they're trying to figure out what value that they're providing, they're often taking a look at their own operations. Is it the typical Thursday, Friday social event? Probably not in this trying time. I know that we've had a number of disciplinary issues based on those types of events. And so what value can they be providing? They're often taking a look into the mental health space, they're taking a look at their academics, but really they're taking a look at a lot of the professional development, resumes, cover letters, internships, job applications, networking across the association, utilizing Zeta Connect on Facebook, utilizing our LinkedIn groups. And I think it's very important to take a look at what Zeta Psi staff has been working on with our groups. So, for those of you who don't know, we have a weekly video conference with each one of our active undergraduate presidents. We ask that at least one alumni be on a Basecamp, a project management-based app, where we monitor and check in and work with our students to help them achieve their goals. At first, I want to draw your attention to the difference between the Educational Foundation and the Fraternity. The Educational Foundation, at the beginning of this semester, had a plan put in place by its president, Tom Rorden from Cornell. He asked to try to figure out how to raise $100,000 in emergency scholarships for our brothers, and we were able to do so in about a month and a half. We raised about $100,000 in scholarships that have now been dispersed through the United States and Canada, on top of our regular scholarship funds. These are really going to help our students who are in financial need at this point in time. On the fraternity side, we've been able to put in a couple of new programs. We are currently planning for the 175th anniversary in 2022, which will be held in New York City, in Brooklyn. And we have a lot that's going on with that. For those of you who are around for the 150th in 1997, you would remember a book that came out celebrating that 150 years of anniversary in history that we called the Double Diamond Jubilee. We are currently working on the beginning stages of the Dodra Bicentennial. And as part of that project, we are taking a look at the history of the organization. The history of the organization, I want to draw your attention to our YouTube channel. For those of you who haven't seen it, we have a documentary called As We Tread the Pathway High, which is on our YouTube station. If you would also take a look, we have put in a history series for this year, a series of 5 conversations so far that we are going to continue to try to keep updating and utilize for future use. Some of the conversations that we've had this year, based on the Newburgh Constitution, our first ever Constitution, and what life was like for our membership starting an organization in 1846, 1847. We had a really great session on a couple of the war dead for the Alpha Psi chapter at McGill University. They've had a program reviewing their war dead for quite some time. And I think it's very important for us to note that that is an important aspect of our history. I'd encourage any chapter that has some war dead to take a look at what that means and how we can be partners in that project. We had a wonderful session by Brother Jeff Ball on Brother John McCrae and the In Flanders Fields poem. Jared Sunshine did a wonderful session on the concept and idea of Brother Bill Comstock's vision, as well as a little bit more in depth about what Bill Comstock was like himself. And then we ended our series with a really great session discussing what it was like in 2007, 2008 for Zeta Psi to take a look at expanding overseas as the first organization to do so. And really take a look with Omar Haroon, the undergraduate from Berkeley who had the idea to do so, Dave Hunter as the executive director who led the charge, and as a had left the board just prior to that. So really good conversations. Outside of that, we are working with each one of the groups to accomplish their goals. Zeta Psi has, even though we're in a global pandemic, has initiated over 200 members this fall. Not the numbers that we normally get, but the chapters are really working hard to try to get new members to join the organization, one of the lifelines of Zeta Psi. The other aspect of the fraternity that we are really working on is trying to understand lifelong brotherhood, and how do we get engaged and involved. Now, I just asked you before to take a look at discussing or talking to 3 to 5 individuals who you haven't spoken to in a little bit. And one of the aspects that I really think would be very encouraging for Zeta Psi is to let us know on social media how that's going. We have an Instagram page, Twitter account, we have a Facebook page, or you can please let us know within the Zeta Psi Zeta Connect groups on LinkedIn or Facebook. Happy to discuss with you in any way, shape, or form. As we look forward to the end of the semester, we want to encourage our alumni associations to help the active chapters close down the groups. Every year, I'm sad to say, we have someone that doesn't leave the heat on, and we get frozen pipes. A couple of key messages like that to the undergraduates would be very helpful. They will be starting their finals very shortly, and we have a lot that's going on. We want to make sure that they are focusing on their academics. If you would like to get engaged or involved in any way, shape, or form, either with your own chapter or if you are in an area with a chapter, we'd love to hear from you. Please reach out to the contact us on zetasci.org, and we'll try to put you in contact with a local group. I think it's important for us to note that this spring is going to be an absolutely crucial semester for Zeta Psi Fraternity. Our numbers, I think we're in pretty good shape. I think when you take a look at the student population, we're going to continue to try to provide as much value as possible. The best way we can provide value is reaching out to our alumni, having the alumni get involved and engaged. Whether that's you have an internship that you can offer, whether or not you can help mentor a student, whether or not you can get involved and engaged in the local group and help us with their day-to-day operations. We'd love to hear from you all. At this point in time, this message is also going out for Giving Tuesday, and I would like to encourage anyone that likes any of the concepts and ideas that they've heard to please consider giving to either Zeta Psi Fraternity or the Zeta Psi Educational Foundation for Giving Tuesday. You all make my life a lot easier as the Executive Director and Associate Executive Director. I am very thankful for you all in our lives. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and please continue the noble work of Zeta Psi. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.